Hi, Emme Gems. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about some simple tips to help you achieve financial security. Today's video is sponsored by Credit Sesame. If you don't know about Credit Sesame, they're an online platform that provides free credit scores, credit analysis, and tips for managing your finances that are updated every single month for absolutely free. They also provide free ID theft protection for up to $50K, and they serve as a marketplace for credit cards and loan offers. As a person who had no prior knowledge about credit or its importance until very recently, the site has helped me tremendously, not only keep track of my credit, but also understand credit and what it means. It takes the mystery out of the whole credit thing, and quite honestly, it's a wonderful service, and the best part about it, it's absolutely free. Definitely go ahead and check them out, and I'll have the link in the description for you guys. And now let's get into these tips for helping you create more financial security. First of all, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm completely financially secured. This is not the case. I'm absolutely not yet, but I know I'm well on my way by taking these steps. First things first, if you're going to create financial security in this day and age, you have got to stay on top of your credit. So often millennials forget to do this. I definitely can speak for myself and say that I did not understand the credit thing at all. It wasn't talked about growing up. I didn't learn it at school. There was no real way to really understand credit and what it meant. I mean, all that time spent in classes and nobody taught us how to do this credit thing, and it's very essential to your life. I didn't get into credit scores or credit monitoring until very recently when I tried to do a whole bunch of things, and I couldn't do them because I had absolutely no credit. I had a few things on my credit, and when I clear those off, I went to no credit, and that's just as bad credit. You can't really prove to anybody that you're accountable, so nobody's gonna want to give you anything. You know what I mean? If you're trying to buy a house or a car or even to rent some space, it's really difficult if you don't have established credit. So thankfully, Credit Sesame is also helping me see what's going on my credit and what steps I can take to help me create credit. So my next tip will naturally be to begin credit as soon as possible. That means you want to get a couple of installment loans, like a phone bill and a car note, something like that, or rent. You want to get some history of you paying bills regularly. You also want to get a couple of credit cards, nothing too crazy. I don't really like the idea of being in debt, but that truly is the best way to establish credit, is to get a couple of credit cards and pay them off before they're due. And I recommend not using any more than 15% of the allotted amount on the credit card. Some would say 15 to 30%. I think being right at 15 is the best, and pay that off monthly before the pay cycle ends. And like I mentioned before, Credit Sesame also gives you credit card options, so you can go with them. Definitely start a couple of credit cards, maybe simple ones. Certain stores like Walmart and Macy's have cards that you can get pretty easily and pay those off monthly, and this will help you establish some credit. My next tip is to never live above your means. Remember that credit cards are not for balling out, okay guys? They're not for you to just go splurge and do whatever you want to do. They are for leveraging your money. They are for leveraging your income and for building your financial integrity and credibility. You're not going to go get credit cards and just spend them. If you've ever done that, then you know how that ends. So don't do that. Buy only what you can afford and what you can afford to pay off before the next billing cycle. So my next tip is to just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Do not try to compete with anyone. Don't try to be like somebody that you've seen. Don't try to wear clothes you cannot afford. Don't try to be around people that make you feel like you have to spend money that you don't have. But basically, don't try to compete with other people financially. This can get you into debt, it can get you into trouble, and you just end up not having things that you actually need because you're trying to compete with the Joneses and be like somebody that you're not. So definitely don't do that if you're trying to create more financial security. My next tip is to create multiple streams of income. So this just means you want to find different ways to make money, so you're not depending on a sole income like your job, because you could lose that. And I will make a video about this probably right after this one, going more into depth about ways that I'm doing this, my family's doing this. But creating multiple streams of income is absolutely imperative if you want to be more financially secure, because if you only have that one job and you end up losing your job, guess what? You don't have anything to show for yourself. And this is something that I've lived, and I've seen it happen in my own life, and that is a terrible place to be. So I've taken some steps to make sure that this does not happen to me again. And I will make a video just to show you guys ways that you can create multiple streams of income for yourself, so you're not depending on that one job just to live your whole life, because things are fleeting these days, guys. Things can be done like that, especially jobs. They're not secure. So you want to create multiple streams of income for yourself so that you have monies coming from other places, just in case something goes sour with your one gig or your job. You have other ways of making ends meet. When I make that video, I will definitely include the link in the description box, so be on the lookout for that. My next tip is to set financial goals for yourself and then take steps to accomplish them. You don't want to be that person that doesn't know where their money is going to be at from one day to the next. You definitely want to keep track of your finances and set goals to meet. That means maybe getting a planner and deciding what amount you want to make maybe this month, this year, in the next couple of years, 5 years, whatever that amount is. And then try to find ways to fit and meet that goal. That will help you tremendously. It'll help you accomplish your goals. It'll help you not be envious of other people who are actually taking that step and doing those things to get ahead. And you also get a sense of pride when you actually accomplish your goal. And if you don't accomplish your goals, at least you're one step closer than when you're just running around like a headless chicken trying to make ends meet. Set goals for yourself and take the time to plan out exactly how you're going to meet your goals. And I promise you, that's going to help you so much. And you're going to have something you're working towards, and that's always better to have. My last and final tip is don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to have fun, because the road to financial security can be bumpy. It can be tough. It can be hard to get there. It can be a little bit disappointing at times, and if that's all you're fixed on, like just making more and more money, you're not going to enjoy life. Take some time to smell the roses, have some fun. Set aside some funds for yourself so you can have fun money, things to do money, like money for yourself personally. So when that runs out though, like stop there. Don't go maxing out those credit cards. Set aside what you can afford and enjoy your life, because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun and you're not happy, then what exactly is the point of working so hard? You know what I mean? So those are my personal tips for helping you achieve more financial security. Thank you so much to Credit Sesame for sponsoring this video. Go ahead and sign up, guys, if you haven't already. The link is in the description box. It's absolutely the best credit service that I've used, and the best part about it is completely free. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and hit that notification button so you get more videos from me in the future. And go ahead and check out some of my other videos while you're here. And I'll see you again for another video very, very soon.